Yo, what is up, y'all? Oh, wow. Okay. Huh? Huh? Okay, we're good. Okay. Look, it has jiggle fixes. Jiggle physics. Like, I don't know why the other one doesn't have one. So, like this one, the wait, what is it? Left, right. The one in the pink hair clip side. I don't know why it doesn't move that much, but the other one, see, this one's like moving so much. Okay, anyways, we're gonna be playing Stillwater. Oh shoot, Chetos. Is it streaming correctly? Oh my god, why am I kind of? I have never played this game, and I never like seen a gameplay about this, so I don't know what I'm doing. But handsome man, can I just start? Why did that kind of scare me, dude? Okay, let me see. Options. The volume's kind of. I think it's alright. Hold on, y'all. Does the desktop audio work? I don't know if it's working. Hold on, y'all, just to make sure everything is working. Yeah, I think it's fine. It's whatever. If it doesn't work, then I'm cooked. Anyways, okay. Let me see text. I'm gonna put the music volume a little louder because I kind of like the music. Alright, we're good. Help, maybe help. Okay, let me just self-voicing. Huh? Oops. Ah! Hold on. Hold on. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I think it's okay. So the keyword enter space advances dialogue without selecting choices. Okay. Navigate interface, escape, game menu. Okay, I think we're good. This is a work of fiction. Your discretion is advised. Horror, mature themes, violence, and strong language. Hopefully this is a cooking game. Caretaker. I'm sorry, but I can't stay here anymore, Nina. I feel like I'm going crazy. Calm down, if we can just talk it out. So many strange things have been happening, one after another. Every day there is this damn dripping sound, and I thought it was just something leaking at first, but I check every faucet, every ceiling, everything, and it's still I hear everywhere. Oh, Stillwater. I hear everywhere, constantly echoing in my ears. Please listen to me. Oh, but the water, that damn water. Dude, I swear it's like Stillwater. Okay. Yes. It's everywhere. Pools of it. I don't know what kind of voice it is. Fine. Pools of it are all over the house, and every time I try to mop it all up, another will appear. Oh, that sounds like a nightmare, not gonna lie. There's no end to it. But it's at night. It's at night when it comes. What are you talking about? I hear someone or something walking along the hallways at night. Maybe it's just my grandfather. No, Nina, it's not him. I thought it was. But it's not. But I've seen it. That thing. Huh? I only glimpsed at it once, but I am more than certain that thing was not your grandfather. Ever since that night, I would lock my door and pray it would walk past my room. I don't know what's going on, but I swear it just keeps walking, always walking on pools of water. Sometimes I hear them randomly. Their steps are erratic and faint, but I can still hear them. Just a steady pace up and down the halls. But I think recently, it's no longer like that. What do you mean? Every morning, I follow to see where the wet footprints lead. It walks towards something more clearly than before. It would walk down the halls, climb the stairs, and turn corners. All of it I'd follow. Eventually the trail would come to a stop, and it would all stop right by your grandfather's room. Oh, poor grandpa! His room? Is this some sick joke to scare me away? Then please stop. It's not a joke, Nina. I meant when I said that there was something wicked going in this house. It can't be true. I know this is a lot, but you have to believe me. I can't stay here any longer. Sorry, Nina. It's okay. I understand. Thank you for taking care of my grandfather up until now. I'm sorry for all the stress I caused you. I'll be sure to pay you right away as soon as Nina, listen to me. I don't know what's happening around here, but... The woman on the phone cautiously looks around, turning her head constantly back and forth, looking over her shoulder. Like that type thing. If I find the shoulder to find if any others listening in. She grips the phone so close to her ear in a vice-like grip before speaking again in a hushed tone. Something terrible is lurking in this house. Don't know what it is, but please, as soon as you get back, take care of your grandfather and just leave this place. Huh? Leave? Leave? I just can't leave anything behind. We have nowhere else to go. Please, Nina. This place is not safe. The rumors are true. They're true. The curse is real. My family is not cursed. But Nina, at this rate, you and your family will... Enough! A pause. Cold, sharp tenseness strains the call, as both women, exhausted and stressed beyond their comfort, try to stifle. Oops, I clicked by accident. Neither yielding the other thoughts, only leaving anger and hurt to fester through the silence. After what it feels like a suffocating stillness, Nina finally sighs and heavily and responds bluntly to the caretaker. Look, I don't know what you heard or saw, but I can't just leave things like this. Whoever or whatever they are, they will answer to me. I won't let them have their way. Oh. I don't have time wasting my energy on this stupid curse. So if you can't help me, then so be it. I will find a way. Nina, my grandfather is all I have left. He is all I have left. Hosumagre. Man, that's what I saw the other night. Just kidding. Dinner. Wait, how do you have dinner at 7 a.m.? You mean like breakfast or actual dinner? Like at 7 p.m.? Amid a foggy morning, there sits a man in the corner of the booth. He drinks black coffee and, depending on his mood, occasionally orders a donut. Yum yum. And today was just black coffee. Oh, holy moly, he's handsome. Oh, I know. Or how would I don't know how he would say. Hugo, is it Hugo? Hugo? I had a director, principal named Hugo. He was very nice. He liked me. I swear, I never seen that amount of paperwork in my life. A fucking mountain worth of it. You're a valuable member of our team, Hugo. My foot. I'm starting to believe that I was bamboozled into joining their agency. Ha! Coffee, Hugo Large, age 30. The right paper. Why can't I speak English? Whatever. Takes a good look at his cup of joe and chugs it all in one sitting. Coffee addiction. He then continues to grumble to himself about last night's grueling work at the office. I really need to find a different job. Me all the time, as he contemplates his poor life choices. Alright. Why is that kind of a mood? He looks out towards the early mist. There was something inherently terrifying about the fog. To him, how it engulfs everything and nothing. Even if it disappears, it always leaves behind traces. Proof of it remaining. Ooh, the music kind of goated. I always like the music in indie horrors or indie games. Why are they so goated though? Even in a quaint little town like this, I can't even run from my fate, I guess. Ooh, classic old blue pen. Oh, that's kind of an aesthetic, not gonna lie. Hugo finally stares at the compiled newspaper clippings, but he put together. Some of them from recent events, but mainly all were past headlines of missing person cases. So he's a detective, right? No matter how many times I see it's still just as hard to look at. Fixating case after case, he can't help but remind himself that there is a reason for all of this, an all too personal reason. Seeing strange things comes with a price. In the end, I'm the one doing this to myself. Sounds rough. May I join? Kuya? An annoyingly familiar voice interrupts his train of thought. He slowly looks up to see the one responsible adore reluctantly. Yo! Why he kinda handsome? Oh my god, he has the same outfit as my favorite character, as my ultimate husbando. Like, y'all know Kenzo Tema, right? Like, that's... Oh, it doesn't look as good as in Kenzo, so I'm not even gonna lie, okay? Like, my ultimate husbando will always be Kenzo Tenma. Oops. No. Okay, there you go. Oops. Hugo scowls and turns away from him. Then he gathers the files and shoves it back to his binder. Meanwhile, the tall man takes this initiative and sits at the opposite end of the booth. Honestly, y'all, like, okay. Like, I'm gonna be yapping about the art style, but yeah, dude, it's so good. Like, the music, the background, like, look, holy it's so good. Like, I'm even touching it with my hand, like my monitor. I'm touching my monitor with my hand just to like admire the freaking masterpiece that the artwork is. Like, even the details in the jacket. Oh, okay, whatever. He greets the waitress passing by and orders himself the hefty body breakfast special with an extra plate. As usual, the waitress... Wait, was that something that was important? Hefty breakfast what? I don't know, maybe it was important. Goes back to the counter to relay his order. The man then looks back at Hugo. He sees the empty cup and the now jumbled newspaper clippings, all the while Hugo is trying to ignore him. You really should eat something with that black coffee. Not ordering any donuts today? I'm fine, Noah. I'm just not in the mood, okay? Not even a little. There's a momentary silence between them before Noah disrupts it by it once more. Well, too bad for you. I ordered a big breakfast for the two of us. Two? Yum yum. As if the world could grace Noah with an even more perfect punchline, the food arrives. Are those beans? I love beans, not gonna lie. Today, I was passing through, like, I don't know, like this place. It was literally like little kids playing soccer. And then I don't know why, but I could smell like frijoles con chorizo. And I was like, holy moly, it's so good. Okay, like my mouth was watering. Anyways, why the hell did you order for the two of us? Just eat what you want to eat. Don't worry about me. Wow. A macan. Okay, hold on. Mukang masarap. Oh, just mukang masarap. Right, Hugo? What does that mean? Are you even listening to me? Come on. We both know that if you don't eat now, who knows when you will, and I'm not about to let you faint again. So open wide. Noah de Leon, age 27, a natural born charmer. He is cute. He's like Hal from Howl's Moving Castle. Is also the only person in the world who lovingly threatens him to eat every day. With a pensive look, Hugo finally gives in and eats the generous spoonful without further complaints. Yum yum, it's good, right? Good food will always help you cheer up. Damn him, I got swept away again. Oh, by the way, the chief will be out for a business trip. She mentioned it, and it will be for a couple of days. When did she tell you this? I didn't hear anything about it. Yesterday, I think. Yesterday? She told me to sort the cabinets yesterday. She didn't mention anything about a business trip. I guess it was a pretty sudden one. Well, I mean, she did tell me to tell you. And lucky me, I know where you go every morning. You know what? I'm not surprised anymore. Well, what do you want to do? Well, we technically have a day off. Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing. I'm gonna head back to the office. There's a couple of boxes I didn't get a chance to sort out. In that case, I'll come with you. Why? You could just rest for the day and pass up this opportunity to get to know you better, Kuya. Quit it. I wonder what Kuya means. After their enlightening banter, the two of them finish their breakfast, pay for their meals, and head to Hugo's car. Hugo. As Noah opens the door, the passenger seat, he notices a bloodhound sleeping inside. Oh, cute! The big dog stirs up the sound of the car opening and lazily stares at Noah. Oh, so cute! Sorry, big guy. Then he closes the door while trying not to make too much noise to disturb its occupant. Colby. Oh, so cute. Hold on, let me drink some water. Sorry. At the sound of his name, his heavy-lidded eyes slowly peek to see who calls for him. Cute. It is his one and only partner, his human. As if finally realizing who he is or where he is, the old bloodhound stirs up from his sleep and pounces at Hugo and proceeds to wag his tail uncontrollably. So cute. I want a cat though. Bark. As if finally realizing who he is or where he is, the old bloodhound stirs up from his sleep. Oh, Chetos. I think I went backwards. Good morning again, Colby. Oh, so cute. Had a nice nap. 8 years old. Anyways, sorry. Oh, so cute. Hugo's most faithful and loving partner in crime. Partners in crime has the biggest tendency just to fall asleep all over the place. Noah is witnessing all of this from the backseat, chuckles to himself. He is amazed and slightly defeated at Hugo's sudden surge of energy. Cute! It doesn't matter how many times I try when it comes to boosting his mood, no one can beat Colby. Oh my god, it's so freaking cute. Agency, 7:50 a.m. The three head back to the office. The space is just the same as Hugo left it. My room for real. A decent, organized mess. Coffee. To his credit, for the amount of boxes he painstakingly went through, he believes he did a fair job. Albeit, it could have been better. Well, you really outdid yourself, Hugo. Hugo? It looks less crowded. Shut it, will you? I said I was gonna get to it. Cute! Thanks, buddy. Before Hugo could continue to give deserved head pats, he noticed someone. A woman stands timidly peering outside from the storefront. She looks a bit frantic and even more restless, with her disheveled and ill-fitted clothes, drawing emphasis on her already too visible petite frame. A woman tries to grasp the door handle several times but stops before she could touch it. Her brows furrowed, agitated and distressed about something, so much to the point it is preventing her from just simply reaching out for help. However, when she finally makes eye contact with Hugo, she immediately rushes in. Is she Nina? Yeah. Okay, sorry. I know there was a close sign up, but I saw you come in and Are you alright, miss? I need your help. My grandfather, It is Nina. Before he can continue explaining, Noah swiftly cuts in front of Hugo and intervenes in all too practiced manner. Yo. Oh, it's okay, miss. We will hear what you have to say. So please, why don't you sit right over here? There. Noah gestures to one of the empty seats at the other side of the office. The poor woman hesitates for a moment. She clutches desperately to the strap of her purse, her eyes focusing apprehensively on them and at the guest's seat. After mulling over Noah's officer, she quickly glances back and nods. The woman then walks towards the corner of the room and sits at the edge of the sofa. Her posture is wary and tense, giving no sign of comfort or even this brief moment of peace. Can you start off by telling us your name? I apologize for earlier. I'm usually a bit more composed than this, but I guess I'm failing at that too. My name is Nina Mortimer. Mortimer? Nina Mortimer. I'm saying Mortimer, okay? Hello, Miss Nina. My name is Noah de Leon, and I'm one of the assistants here. Is Noah Filipino? Nice. If he is, nice. The big guy next to you is one of our lovely assistants, Colby. He looks so funny like that. I like it. And the one brooding over there is the private investigator, Hugo Laurent. It's not brooding, I'm just tired. And of course, and our chief is away for business, but I think he can still accommodate you. So, how can we help you, Miss Nina? Just for a moment, Nina appeared a bit more relaxed, more hopeful, maybe even relieved from this warm welcome. However, once again she tenses up. The guilt and shame come rushing back to her, visible by the creases of her brows, and once again realizes why she is here. I need help watching over my grandfather tonight. Tonight? Yes, I know this is a strange request, but my hands are tied on this. Has to be tonight. I'm sorry, Miss Nina, but I don't quite understand. Is your grandfather in any danger? I think someone is trying to take him away. Huh? Take him? Miss Nina, I think you should contact the police right away. They're far more equipped at handling this kind of situation. No, they're not. I've tried requesting their help, but they've given me the same answer verbatim for weeks now. They would send someone out to watch over the manor for the entire day. But by the end of the routine, they would always report back nothing unusual. They saw no one else leaving or arriving at the house other than me or the caretaker. And despite telling them all in detail about the letters and all the strange things that's been happening, there's nothing they can do about it. But just sit around until it escalates even more. Can't wait any longer. Any more than this, then it'll all be too late. If only I knew who Lois was. Lois? She lets out a gasp, her hands shot out to cover her mouth, realizing she had said too much so carelessly. She tries to avert their gaze, but Hugo stares persistently at her. Miss Nina, who is Lois? Are they the ones causing all of this? Once more she contemplates, her brows knit closely together as she bites her lips nervously. It's as if the words she wanted to say have suddenly died out, too heavy to even utter. A mistake she can't take back. Before the silence stretches further, Noah speaks to Nina with a gentle and reassuring tone. Miss Nina, I know it's scary. All of the things you've mentioned to us so far, no one should ever have to experience. Oh, especially by themselves. Oh. And I assure you we'll listen to all of it. I promise. Oh. Wild and manic eyes search deeply at them, trying to desperately discern any doubt or mistrust of their faces. However, all she sees are people who are willing to give their time to simply listen to her, to actually help her. From this alone, Nina looks at the side where her purse is and opens it. Tucked inside one of the pockets, she takes out a single, slightly crumpled envelope with the pigmented red wax seal pressed in the middle. At a glance, Hugo can tell right away that this letter appears to be a bit more worn out and antique, and yet despite the delicate form, it remains well preserved, well kept. As if the letter itself was untouched by time, forever waiting to be opened. Grandfather has been receiving cryptic letters for the past month now. The letters didn't come out with an address or the name of the sender, but this one is different from the rest. This had the name Lois on it. As she hands over the letter, Hugo notices her hand slightly shaking. Nina is still avoiding his gaze, but he knows she's trying her in earnest. But before he could reach out his hand, he senses it. Ay, ay, qué miedo. Ay. A faint shift in the room, noticeable to the others, but all too glaringly clear to him. There is something very wrong with this letter. Suddenly, Hugo recoils his hand away in pain, like being struck with something sharp so spontaneously, so memorable, that even if the pain disappears within seconds, a hint of it remains. Something so small, akin to a prick from the rose's thorn, or more like a paper cut. Oh. Are you alright? I thought it was something so like, I was very invested, and then he just said, paper cut. Are you alright? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hurt you. No, I'm fine, Miss Mortimer. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Fault. Oh my god. Hugo stares squarely at the cut. A thin red line. His eye scared me for a second. A thin red line starts to form slowly by the top of his index finger, trailing down and stopping just above the first crease. A red so clearly visible it's taunting. That doesn't look like a normal paper cut to me. Let me get you a band-aid. It's fine, Noah. I don't need one. But really, it's fine. Doesn't even hurt that much. Noah takes one good look at him before sighing exasperately and sitting back down in his chair, still eyeing Hugo's hand. Hugo shrugs and returns his attention back to the letter, but this time, luckily, nothing happens. For it to reach all the way out there with just a letter alone, it truly is terrifying. Carefully, he removes the content of the envelope and unfolds it. At first, it looks like any other normal written message a person named Lois is asking to the other Henry to come meet him by the lake at midnight, needing to share something important with him. However, what's eerily striking about this is not the letter itself. Appearing at the bottom of the page, message scrawled unlike the rest, stands visibly out to Hugo, the message that shouldn't be there. Remember our promise, Henry. What is the promise? When did you receive this letter? Yesterday. And your grandfather? Where is he right now? He's currently back at the house with the caretaker. I promised them I wouldn't be out too long. Made an agreement with them, you see. Oh, what sort of an agreement? The caretaker we have now agreed to watch over my grandfather, but only during the day. Before nightfall, they would leave exactly at the same time. Before nightfall? I wanted to believe that this whole thing was an elaborate scheme to scare my family away. I know this sounds crazy, but at one point I thought everyone was in on it. The mail carriers, the officers, the caretakers, everyone had a hand in making our family suffer. But this one was different. Up until now, I'd never had anyone by that name. Not a relative or a family friend. But they clearly know who grandfather is. If I don't do something about this, I'll lose. Don't cry. I'll lose him too. Don't cry. Just by uttering the words alone, Nina begins to break down. The stress, the anxiety, the fatigue of all of it has finally been catching up to her. Her body hunches forward, her hands press close to her eyes as she tries to cover the stream of tears running down her face. Don't cry, mi reina. As an act of comfort, Colby sits closer to Nina while Noah fetches tissues for her. Hugo, on the other hand, is puzzled. Why are you puzzled? She said this whole thing has been going on for the past month, but something doesn't add up. And before nightfall, I think there's more to this that she is not admitting. Whatever happened with this letter, I am more than certain whatever Lois is, they're coming for blood. I mean, we're supposed to take the case. What if we reject the case? Hold on, can we save? Hi. Okay. I mean, like, I feel like if we reject the case and, like, it's finished, right? Like it's gonna, like, so, anyways, thank you for playing the game, or something like that. Take the case. Noah. Oh, do you want more tissues? We'll do it. We'll take on your case. For a moment, everything goes still. Their eyes and attentions are solely directed at Hugo, whose eyes have a certain glint to them, now unwavering and more determined than ever. Before anyone else speaks, Nina stands up and wipes away any stray tears from her face and walks up to him. You'll take it? Hugo simply nods. Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. We're glad to help, Miss Nina. Please, just call me Nina. Well, Nina, we'll do our best. Nina smiles at Hugo and Noah in gratitude, her eyes renew with a faint gleam of hope that maybe things would change for her and her family for the better. However, before heading out, Nina reaches into her bag once more. She takes out a small piece of paper and a pen and hastily starts jotting down something. 4970 Church Street. I best be on my way now. I'll let my grandfather know ahead of time you'll be coming. Also, this is my address. I'll be sure to greet you all when you arrive. And thank you again, truly. She politely bows down to them and walks out of the office, already reaching into her purse for her car keys. Hugo watches from his desk as she goes to open the driver's seat. Nina looks back at the office window and takes one last look at Hugo. She waves slightly at him before finally pulling out of the parking lot and driving off. Once out of sight, Hugo turns to look at the cluttered mess. Still messy, but presentable. I guess I'll have to sort this out later again. Core, 5:30 p.m. Hey, I think it's 5:30 right now. Que chistoso. From the ongoing downpour to the quiet hums of the car, they sit in silence, still miles off their destination. Hugo constantly checks the rearview mirror to see any passing cars, but it was only them in the road. Noah, who usually chats his ear off by now, o sea, yapping, leans quietly against the car door as he looks out the passing streetlights, reserved and distant. He hasn't said a word to Hugo since they left the office. Hey, you're a lot quieter than usual. What's wrong? Huh? What is a surprise? Have you been looking at me, Kuya? No, you idiot. What? You usually just talk a lot, that's all. So you miss me talking? Alright, while you're flirting, just say it. Do you believe in her story? What? Given all the things she told us, do you think she's telling the truth? Yes, I believe her. Or at least I believe she hasn't lied to us. But you know, I can't shake this feeling that she's hiding something. Like if she left out certain details on purpose. Also, why did she have to travel this far out of town for a private eye? Surely there must have been another far closer to her home than ours. I don't know how to explain it. As expected of you, Hugo. Are you making fun of me? No, not at all. Just admiring your observations. I didn't want to offend Nina earlier, so I kept quiet until she finished. But her last name caught me off guard. Have you heard about the Mortimers? Is it Mortimers or Mortimers? Of the Mortis. They're a pretty distinguished family that owned an esteemed fishing company. Well, they used to, I believe. They have yet to name a hire. What do you mean? Shouldn't it naturally go to Nina? It should, but I don't know. From what I heard, each time they try to name a successor, or that relative mysteriously disappears. Gone without a trace, or so anyone thought. Their bodies would soon turn up months after. And you know what's strange? All of them have been labeled as accidents by local news. No foul play, just another unfortunate loss for the family. They've been struck with so many tragedies that, over time, people began to believe they were cursed or something. Cursed. Sorry, it was my Discord feed. I think I can understand why she wouldn't go to the police again. They most likely thought she was seeing things and went along with the procedures just to keep face. But deep down, they must have thought she had gone mad. Can't imagine all of this for Nina. And most of all, who knows what we'll find there. Is that why you decided to come with me? Well, partially. I'm more worried about you, though. Me? Why? Think of it this way. I'm the appointed driver. When you decide to do some pretty reckless shit, I'll be there to drive you to the local hospital. Ah, Besides, 2 is better than 1. Exactly. I was fine with Colby coming with me. Oh, okay. I so cute. Well, have you heard that 3 is better than 2? Cute. Mortimer Estate. 6 p.m. Don't I have something at 6 p.m.? No, I'm good. Passing through the countless dirt roads and steep cliffs, the estate can finally be seen beyond Evergreen. Such a good place. Nestled away from prying eyes, it stands tall, magnificent, and classic. Truly a rarity. Only a forbidden to be privilege, or what? I cannot read anymore, and yet, with all its opulence, it looms from a distance. Hugh and I could only gaze at the sheer scale of the manor. Its grand stature topless, easily over the dozen houses they drove past. Wow, look at the size of it. I could never imagine seeing a house like this in person. It's almost too surreal. Come on, she's waiting for us. Immediately after exiting the driver's seat, a sudden sharp pain weighs heavy on Hugo's chest. Gasping tightly at his coat, he begins to gasp for air. Or something like that. His vision hazes. He leans close to the car, trying desperately to ground himself. Like a fish drawn out of the sea, he desperately heaves. I'm sorry. What the air in his lungs escaping too quickly burns. Okay, I shouldn't be laughing this. Sorry, hold on. Okay. Ay, Josu Magre. The air in his lungs escaping too quickly burns as he feels his throat start to strain, drawing tighter and more breathless. But this pain pales in comparison to a feeling far more excruciating. Is it the house? No. Something far more sinister. He feels it. Someone was watching him. Piercing gaze fixed on him, like a leering at a bug waiting to strike. We'll be together soon, Henry. Hey, Henry. Where are you? What the hell? Damn it, alrighty. I need to hurry or else. Hey, are you alright? Noah calls out to him, snapping him out of his fixated trance. Cute! Colby nudges his head against Hugo, whining with concern over his partner's well-being. Did you hear that just now? Hear what? That voice. It was so close to my ear. Is everything alright? Oh, I'm fine. Don't mind me. I'm just a bit winded out from the trip, that's all. I'll be happy to make you tea up, at the very least. If it's no trouble. No, not at all. It's the least I can do. Once again, the subtle uneasiness from Nina surfaces. But before Hugo could get a chance to look further into it, she walked off towards the front porch without saying another word. Are you sure you're alright? You sounded like you were choking earlier. Said I'm fine. Besides, we're already here. Can't back out now. Listen to me, I think you should... Noah abruptly cuts his lecture short as he notices Nina stopping by the front door. She stands by the door silently, contemplating something. Just like before, but this time she seems more anxious. Whatever unease she tried to mask earlier become more apparent the minute they walk closer to the front door. Cute! I haven't been quite honest with you, detective. Huh? Just like before, as if carefully choosing her next words, she decides that in this situation words are not enough. You'll see for yourselves what I mean. With that, Nina enters the house, leaving the three to follow behind. He was about to enter, though, the floor when he feels a tug in his arm. Don't forget what I told you. If something happens, let me know right away. You'll be the first to know. And with that, Noah releases his grip on Hugo. They proceed to head in, not knowing what awaits them beyond the door. Greeted by the brightly lit hallway, Hugo notices immediately that the interior is just as grand, adorned with floral accents and antique furnishing. The house itself exudes the word of elegance. Classic and rustic charms with the walls and flooring made from the finest of wood. Hugo couldn't help but when he walked in. However, he notices something even more distinct than the splendor. Behind this seemingly perfect veneer, an unsettling air wreathes throughout the house, leaving no room for doubt that the inside is far more terrifying than the outside. Please, come this way. Bracing themselves, they enter the dimly lit room. Is that the grandpa? At first glance, Hugo could not discern the silhouette situated at the far corner. Only the sparse lighting from the window pierces through a fraction of the room's darkness. However, as they approach closer to the silhouette, Hugo now understands the reason for all of Nina's unsettling vagueness. Grandfather, we have guests. Wait, that's the grandfather? What? Wait, what? He looks young. That's what I was gonna say before, but I thought like maybe he didn't. I don't know. I thought that the darkness made his hair darker, but he doesn't look old, you know? Sitting in the armchair is a very young man, not much older than Hugo or Noah. He is dressed modestly and shares none of the imposing presence of a manor. No, rather, such luxury does not even remotely reflect on the man before them at all. It's as if the flow of time had stopped only for him, while the rest had continued changing drastically without him. Just like the letter, timeless, delicate, and genuinely out of place. Staring only at the window, a young man sits there dazed with the little acknowledgement of the people around him. Still motionless, like a doll. Huh? Like a doll. Grandpa, these are the people I spoke of. This is Detective Laurent and his two assistants, Colby and Noah. They're going to help us. Even after introducing them to the head of the Mortimer estate, Hugo and Noah could not help but feel unnerved. Yeah, like, what? The man before them is supposed to be frail and older than any of them, and yet here he remains forever unchanging, forever young. Isn't that a Lana Del Rey song? They've come a long way, so I'll be making some tea. Would you also like some, Grandpa? What? He does not reply back, nor does he glance at Nina or anyone else in the room. Only fixates his gaze on the rain, nothing else. I'll be sure to make you a cup for you too. She then timidly gestures to Hugo and Noah back to the foyer. Bearing more questions, the two follow Nina outside. But before they leave the drawing room, Hugo takes one last look at the young man. There is an all too familiar air about Henry Mortimer. His eyes, they're similar to his own. Is that why Hugo also had green eyes? No way. What is happening? Whatever he must be longing for, Hugo knows it will never end well. What? Nina, that man. Yes, he's my grandfather. The one I asked you all to watch over. I know this is hard to believe, but Nina draws something out from her pocket. It's an old picture of a handsome man with slicked back hair wearing a finest of suits. The gentleman in the picture has a different air to him, one of wealth and power, one of which reflects at all in the current which none of which reflects at all on the current Henry Mortimer. It's almost as if looking at two different people. This isn't much to go by, but believe me, they're the same person. Then why does he look so young? Happened a few nights ago. I was on my way to get a cup of water when I heard a loud thud coming from my grandfather's room. I was worried that something fell over, so I went to check. When I opened the door, I found him collapsed on the ground. I rushed to help him, but when I did, he looked so different. He wore the same clothes that my grandpa wore that night. And his face, I recognized his face. He looked younger. So many things were rushing through my head at that moment, and yet I knew he felt familiar to me. I know it sounds bizarre the more I look, I talk about it, but that's what happened. What? Imagine telling that like right now, IRL to someone. Holy fuck. Okay. I am so confused. This is a freaking telenovela, dude. That was... Bro, okay. That was also the same night I found that letter. It was next to him already opened. Sorry again for all of this. No matter who I went to, they either said something was wrong with me or my family. With everything going on, maybe they're right. The pools of water, the letters, Lois, and now this? I've been ignoring the signs for a year, and I just blindly hoping things can get better if I try finding solutions on my own. That's not enough anymore. Maybe my family is really cursed. No, they're not. Curses aren't real. Detective. I think we easily get too involved in believing that sort of thing exists. In truth, the ones who fixate on it make it their reality. Rumors, doubts, lies, all of those things are what they want to become real. Deep-rooted emotions like that can't possibly be healed or fixed right away. But like a curse, those emotions drag other people down with them. Wow! Sorry. I think you were caught up in all of this, but I assure you, we'll see this through. For you and Mr. Montimer. Thank you. Good. He has like a, what is it, like the ... 3 face? The face. Now, our first priority is to find out more about Louis. Nina, the letter you showed us back at the agency, do you have it with you? Yes, it's here. Do you mind if I borrow it for a bit? I'll be sure to give it back. Of course, but what are you gonna do with it? Do we have an inventory? I didn't even check. Oh no. I will use it for a reference or a guide, if you will. I'm afraid I can't discuss too much of the process, trade secret and all. Of course. I'll check upstairs. Noah, you and Colby check the ground floor. Got it. Oh my god, he's so cute. Before they leave to do their own investigations, Hugo grabs a hold of Noah's shoulder. He leans in close enough for Nina not to hear. Keep a close eye on Mr. Mortimer and Nina. Especially Nina. I don't want her to be dragged any more than she already is. So whatever happens, keep her safe. Hugo, you... Fine. But remember, yell for me, okay? I know. Thank you, Noah. Counting on you. You can count on me. You too, both. Cute. With a final nod at them, Hugo then goes towards the staircase and heads upstairs. Noah stares for a moment longer, and Hugo back before he disappears into the first floor. He then turns to look at Colby. Well, it's time we get to work. Right, Colby? Cute. Oh, sorry. Investigation start. Oh, no. Ooh. This is so fun. Let me go here first. A large bookshelf stands close to the entrance way. It contains a couple of photo albums and a few phone books. Delicate arrangement of violets and white roses. They seem to be fresh and fairly new. An old rotary dial telephone. It looks like it's still in good use. Mr. Mortimer sits still motionless by the corner of the room, his gaze never leaving the rain. What am I supposed to do then? Okay. Oh, creepy. This is a... Frames decorating the walls are covered in white sheets, veiled with a thin lining of dust on top of each one. Wow, there are so many paintings covering the walls. There are more like this all over the house. Are there? Okay. Yes, my grandfather commissioned many back in the day, but sadly he doesn't do that anymore. Nina, I can't help but notice the paintings are covered. How come? I did that. I covered them up for my grandfather's sake. For his sake? Yeah, he was pretty obsessed with them, you see. Why would he be obsessed? There were times where he would murder to himself and would just stare at the paintings for days on no end. It worried me so much that I had to cover them all. Since then, he hasn't stared at any of them. He just sits quietly looking outside. I see. About the paintings, I also noticed they all have a similar theme. They all have water in them. Stillwater. I know this isn't a coincidence since you've told us before, but if there's anything you know, anything at all, please tell me. Noah, can I ask you a question first? Oh, sure, go ahead. Do you believe in mermaids? What? Mermaids? I don't suppose I do. Why? Casting her gaze onto the floor, Nina actually fidgets. I'm a mermaid. And then she just turns into a mermaid and tightly I was gonna sing Under the Sea. A tightly clasps her hands together. She then briefly sighs and continues. Well, there's a story, or rather more like a fairy tale that my family has passed down. Fairy tale. Yes, well, it feels like one to me. It was about a fisherman who fell in love with a mermaid. Every day and night he would go out by the shore to gaze at her beauty, but one day she vanished, leaving him confused and heartbroken. Determined he would sail many seas for a chance to see her again. Sailing from coast to coast, new lands beyond and back, he would go. Not long after, fortune followed him all throughout his journey and made him one of the wealthiest and most highly respected in his village. However, despite all his wealth he gained through his travels, he never found the mermaid again. She would only be a dream, nothing more. Was he drunk? And that's the end of the story. Doesn't end happily, but I guess there was a lesson behind all of it. I just never understood it. What do you think happened to the mermaid? I know it's an exaggeration, and yet I couldn't help but wonder. It's hard to say. I just feel bad for both of them. To be honest with you, I'm not a fan of sad endings. If it were me, I would wish the fisherman and the mermaid could see each other again, or at least that's what I think. Even if they weren't meant to be with each other? Yeah, I think so at least. I wouldn't want to imagine going through a journey all by themselves. It's hard being alone. A journey all by yourself. Ah, se me cayó mi agüita. No. A journey all by yourself. 11:30 p.m. After searching vigorously through each of the rooms, he knew his findings would eventually lead him there. This is it. He walks towards the nearest lampshade and switches it on. Dimly illuminated, he sees the extent of how lavish this part of the house is. From the customized window drapes to the vintage furnishing, everything here exudes that extravagance. But much like the interior Hugo has seen so far, he finds this one in particular reeks of it. Plastered from wall to wall, a gloom lingers. It's as if the room itself is moldering despite the preserved nature. Okay. We can... Oh, I knew it. Hold on, let me see if there's anything else. Here. Okay. Cute. Okay, so this is Nina. Oh, cute. Okay. No, shoot. No, I forgot. Okay. I forgot to read. Scattered pieces of paper, all forgotten, lie waiting in the cold floors, heavily etched markings. Okay. And then this pristine pearl white tea set sits patiently by, untouched and unused for quite some time. What else? I think that's it. Classic wooden chest lies on the foot of the canopy bed. Its lock still firmly holds, safeguarding whatever is inside. Cute. Meticulously organized set of academic books, ranging from a non-fiction to geography, are all on display. However, hidden away behind the vast collection are some children's fairy tales, all carefully kept. Do you think that's the mermaid thingy? Am I missing something? Oh. Atop the fireplace, unblemished and unmarked by time, hangs on curious and familiar painting of a beautiful woman floating on water. A beautiful woman floating on water. Could it be the mermaid? A leather-bound journal rests on the edge of the table. Its pages are torn out so haphazard. Oh, I can't read. That binding itself is starting to fall out. Follow reference. Oh my god. I need to hurry. I don't want to stay here for too long. 11:50. What are you searching there, mister? He searches and still no sign of Louis. To Hugo, even if there is a fragment of singular thread to that person, to their real selves, he could find them. But there is nothing. Searching. Not one thing pertaining to him. It's as if the thought of Lois barely existed at all. What is going on? I clearly sensed that present from before, but it's gone again. Damn it. I wish I had more time. No, calm down. Has to be here. I just need to focus. He ponders again, retracting every step and every single little detail, hoping that he overlooked something. Yet all he knows is that one tangible thing that connects him to that tethers so closely to his space, and most of it all to Henry, is the letter. Words of promise, all delicately etched onto a page, but tainted with the powerful and dark emotion that has been festering for too long. Tainted what? What are you talking about? From the very start of this, Hugo believed that whoever Lois was, they were the ones responsible. He thought he could find them and convince them to stop their hunting for good, to bring them peace and move on. However, that isn't the case anymore. The unnatural force that binds everyone so closely together in this family is not the cause of an angry spirit. No, it's something far more devious than that. The letter. As he takes the letter out from the envelope, he notices a change within. Bearing no foreboding threat, at the bottom of the page it looks just like a regular letter, or rather, what it once was. A sad and tragic love. Huh? If you can come, then I understand. Things have gotten more complicated with your mother ever since she found out about us, right? Is this gay? Oh, sorry. Is Lois a man or a woman? Sorry, Henry, for everything. It hurts to see you so torn up like this. I would never hurt you or drag you along with me. If this is to be our farewell, then I can ask you one last favor. Could you keep my locket? I know this is selfish of me. Then where's the locket? I know this is so selfish of me, but I like for you to have it. I'd be happy to know it's safe with you. My heart will be forever yours, Henry. With love always, Lois. Lois is a woman or a man? Okay. So this is the true letter. So this was the true letter. Small warmth emanates from the paper, wrapping closely around his fingers, quiet and soothing. The fragment Hugo was searching for. Lois, I'm sorry. You were also a victim of in all of this too. Please, if you can hear me, I need your help. Los espíritus chocarreros están aquí. Oh shoot. Yeah. Without warning, the sound of a click can be heard across the bedroom. Hi, Lois. As if something unlocked itself. Oh, Hugo turns his head towards the sound to see the chest. Oh, unlike the other furniture, its dark and rustic features have not been maintained well, left to rot on its own. Kind of scared me, not gonna lie. Bro, there was someone staring at me in the window, like IRL, dude. Okay, suddenly he stops at the sound of the voice. A sweet voice whispering to him. Hola, los quiero mucho. Oh my God, les tengo que decir que los quiero mucho y que suscríbanse. Beckoning him towards the fireplace. Come here, my dear, sweet boy. Huh? No, stay focused, Hugo. I won't let it get to me. Preparing himself, he heads towards the chest and open and sit. Inside, scrambled together are bunches of notebooks and small trinkets. Hugo continues to I forgot to save. No. Hugo continues to rummage when he stumbles across an old newspaper article. Young man found dead by the lake. Huh? Yeah. An identified young man was found on the morning of 3 days prior to his death, according to the police. Ruled as a suicide, self goodbye. Police have claimed that the troubled youth drowned himself. This certainly is a tragic loss, an unfortunate event indeed. Comments. No claim of his body has been made yet. No claim of his body? Lois. So this was a gay story. Anyway, sorry guys, I need to take my medication. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, I'll take it later. It's fine. I didn't think this game was going to take much. By the corner of Hugo's eye, he spots a bright glint buried beneath the clutter. He searches for it. Cute! A locket of brilliant gold shines blemish, retaining a timeless luster. So this was a gay story, right? Okay, so the grandpa, Henry, and Lois were like, I guess, dating each other. But maybe because like his family was like, no homosexuality in my house. And so they were like, well, I guess we leaving each other, nah, type thing. Inside the safeguards of a picture of a young man with glasses smiling brightly. Wasn't gonna remind me of, what is it? I don't know who's gonna remind me of. This must be the locket that he was talking about. So pretty. I'm surprised it still shines like this. And this picture. Did he put this here? No. It might have been Henry. But why would he store it away like this? What should I do? I think take the locket, right? I forgot to save. Bro, yeah. Bro, it's okay. I probably should hold on to this for now. Take it to him, please. Lois? A gentle but distant plea echoes in Hugo's heart. A forgotten ache of yearning and regret grips him deeply. Feelings not of his own start to rise like small ripples on a pond, wanting to be found again and remembered. Don't worry, I'll bring it to him. I'll make sure of it. Hugo is about to put everything back into the chest when he feels a wet and cold sensation crumbling. What? Water? Snail water? Water? Pool of water randomly sprays across the floor, already seeping into the chest. Damn it, no! Suddenly the lights shut off. What? Scream is heard, followed by a myriad of shots. Hugo is about to call out to Noah, but stops at the sight of the pale feet before him. Looming over him stands out a tall, ominous figure. His face is shrouded in complete. It's Lois. The reason, okay, so like he hasn't finished business and he's haunting them by putting water because he drowned himself in the water, or it's kind of sad. His face seems shrouded in complete darkness, devoid of any human emotion. It appears a young man, but Hugo knows that is far from it. No, this very thing is trying to imitate a human form. Trying to be human. Hugo could only stare back. Paralyzed with fear, he is forced to watch the horror as it slowly creeps toward him. Ay, ay! It's just like this before, the sensation of someone staring at him from within. Ay, 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 ay! But this time is drawing nearer, inching ever so closely. The words to call out to Colby or Noah fail to reach out. Lodged in his throat, he struggles in pain. With his breathing shallow, he tries to force his body to move. Then it stops. Looking down at Hugo, filled with nothing but malice and contempt, it speaks. Ay, 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 ah! Don't get in my way. All of a sudden, the doors in the bedroom slam shut and the entity disappears. The tension from his body finally releases its agony grip, and he gasps desperately for it. Oh my god. His vision blurs and his breathing is haggard. He staggers towards the door. He yanks the handle several times, but it's tightly jammed. Fuck! Noah! Colby! Ayuden! Ayuda! To his dismay, he's only greeted with silence at the other end of the door. Damn it! From a distance, he faintly hears the sound of Colby's relentless barking at it get further away from the house. Hugo reaches towards the window. He tries to pry it open, but just like the door, a heavy force prevents him from doing so. Like being underwater. Mm, maybe he didn't committed maybe he got killed. Someone drowned him? His movements, it was a murder maybe. His movements slow and drawn out, as if being dragged down by that thing. Fuck this. Frantically looking around the room, he spots a nearby chair. Without a moment sooner, Hugo grabs the chair and starts to strike the window. Bit by bit, the window cracks get larger, with each blow slipping off smaller pieces. What the hell is this thing made out of? Still trying to catch his breath, he musters all the strength he has to let a final blow. Damn you, just break already. Yippee! Clearing out the remaining glass shards, Hugo peers out his head out to see the railing he can grab a hold on. However, he discovers instead that the wall adjacent is covered in ivy. Despite how heavy the rain has drastically become, he reaches out for it, grabbing a handful of the vines. I mean, you gotta do anything, I guess. Carefully, he climbs out the window, gripping tightly and making sure he doesn't lose his footing. Yet to his luck, the patch of vines he clusters start to tear away from the wall. Out of desperation, he struggles to find his grip on another, but falls when his hand slips out of reach. No! Chetos! Okay. Clamoring wildly as he loses his grip, he crashes down into the thinking of bushes. Air forced out of him. He lives uncontrollably. He heaves uncontrollably. Trying to even out his breathing. Oh. But even as the laborious and immense pain spreads across only his back, but his entire body. God, I'm getting too old for this. Although his body screams out in pain, he forces himself up. Yes, Hugo, you're the GOAT. There's still time. I can do this. I have to do this. With staggering feet and haggard breathing, he makes his way to the place where it all started. To the lake, where this tragedy starts and ends. Is he going to the lake? No way. Are you not gonna tell him? Lake. Question mark? Is it at midnight? Oh no. Finally entering. Wait, I feel like, I don't know why it just dawned on me. I don't know why, but I feel like Henry murdered Lois, and I have no idea why. I don't know, it just came to me. I don't know why. Finally, entering through the park, Hugo calls out to Colby and Noah. Colby, Noah, where are you? He hears faintly the sounds of barking and echoes of people yelling in the distance. He rushes towards the echoes, guiding him through the downpour. With his heart racing and blood rushing to his head, he finds his way to the lake. Drawing closer, he sees Nina giving chase to her grandfather. Unfortunately, she doesn't get too far as Noah stops her. Grandpa, stop, Grandpa. Let me go. My grandpa, he's... No, Nina, it's dangerous. You'll get hurt too. I don't care. I don't want to lose anyone anymore. And that instant, Hugo trudges against the water, pursuing in Nina's stead. Wait, what? Hugo? No, don't. Why am I I'm kind of scared, not gonna lie. Please falls deaf to his ears. Not even the whines and worries cries of his partner could make him turn back. Determined, he forges ahead. No, Hugo! Self-sacrifice. Nearing the deep end of the lake, he sees Henry Mortimer gazing directly at the abyss. He looks even more frail and disheveled than before. It's as if all the life he's lived up until this point has begun to fray, draining every ounce of himself and surrendering it to the lake. Before Henry could lean in, Hugo reaches out to and tugs his arm. Mr. Mortimer, listen to me. Nothing is waiting for you down there, so please come back to the shore with me. So is Henry's relationship with Lois supposed to represent the mermaid and the fisherman, because aren't they also like, they had like a fish company, and also and they had like riches and everything, but he was never happy because he was never with this love of his life, and then also like it's parallel to the story, and they never got together. So if the mermaid, which in this case merman, like Lois the merman, was gone, why was he gone? I still kind of don't think it was a self-exit for some reason. Anyways, whatever. Henry, motionless and unresponsive, he stares deeply into the water. The haze over his eyes are still obscure and persistent. There are so many things we cannot afford to lose in our lives, and you're one of them. To Nina, you're all she has left. She needs you, Mr. Mortimer. Hugo felt it. A slight jolt from Henry's arm, as if stirred by the mention of Nina. Cute. But he's kind of sad. He slowly turns to face Hugo. Nina. However, just as cruel and violent as the storm, Henry jerks back, wrenching his arm away from Hugo's hold on him. No, all of this is my fault. If only I got to Lois sooner, then none of this would have happened. Was it an accident? He was waiting for me, was patient with me, and yet for all the things he's done, I chose my family over him. I get sad. He's gone because I didn't pick him. He backs further away from the shoreline. Mr. Mortimer. His manic eyes never strain away from Hugo as he keeps his distance from him. Lois, I'm sorry. I was the one who dragged you into this. You deserve so much more, and I wished. Henry struggles over his words. He clasps tightly to his shirt, his throat dry and taut from all he has bottled up, from all those repressed and silent years of waiting. Beep, 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 beep. This is so sad. Waiting for his curse to finally take him. I wish I had gone with you that night, Lois. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Sir, even if you still covet that wish, it wouldn't resolve anything. What if I cry? I feel like I'm gonna cry. Not only for you or Lois. I read what he wrote to you those years ago. Huh? He understood if you didn't want to come see him. But the thing is, Mr. Mortimer, Lois never thought anything less of you. He said so in his letters to you. Huh? His letters? For the longest time, I wanted to believe he hated me for that, resented me for that choice, or at least I thought it was easier for me to think that way. This is kind of sad. I'm so sorry, this is kind of sad. How long has it been since I talked about him? It's been too long, sir. But that's why you don't have to shoulder all that pain by yourself anymore. We can talk about it. Many years of therapy right there. About you and Lois. All of it together. Hugo extends not only his hand out to him, but a promise. A promise that Henry had yearned for so long. His eyes went to his way to forgive himself. He hesitates at first. What fool believes in a deserved forgiveness? Such a thing doesn't exist. And yet, despite everything, Hugo still reaches out to him. so sad. To a stranger, maybe he can be forgiven. Just as he was about to reach out for Hugo, a hand slithers around Henry's instead. Its arms are naturally contoured around him, while its head perches on his shoulder. This Lois is no longer pretending to be human. With piercing, cold eyes, it glares directly at Hugo, mocking him, cursing him, wishing nothing but despair. So now that he's not going, now that Henry is not gonna self-exit type thing, Lois is kind of sad about it because he thought that he could have him type thing. Like he would I feel like, what's his name? That Lois would rather Henry die so they can be together. Wishing nothing but despair. We can be saved. Or maybe both want to be saved. We can be forgiven. There's only one true way out of this. I will share with you the most happiest of endings. Before Hugo could reach out for Henry's hand, he disappears into the water. Mr. Mortimer, no! Without hearing the anguished cries and desperate pleas, Hugo dives after him into the abyss. Did I just... Is Mr. Hugo gone? Plunging into icy waters, Hugo felt shocks running rampant throughout his body, like spikes continuously piercing from his leg to the tips of his fingers, fiercely and unyielding. His chest tightens and his heart races as he begins to kick his legs, hoping whichever way he goes, he'll find his way to Henry. Swimming deeper and deeper in, he sees faintly a figure slowly descending into a darkness. As he finally gets closer to Henry, long snake-like arms stretch across the void and grab Hugo's neck, violently squeezing the air out of him. No, Hugo! He tries desperately to wrench his hands away. But with each struggle, Hugo's movements begin to weigh heavier and heavier. Lois. Lois? Where are you, Lois? It's looking for Lois? Wait, Lois? Digging deep into his coat pocket, he grasps tightly in his hand the locket that Henry kept and had long forgotten. Holding it out as it shines ever so brightly in the dark. Ah, there you are. It releases its grip on Hugo and instead reaches out for the locket. Taking this as a chance, he drops the chain and kicks it with all his might to grab Henry's arm. With his heart and body screaming in pain, he swims desperately to the surface. Almost there! I just have to. As the lights from the surface begin to blur, Hugo makes one last attempt to reach for it. With his limbs worn out and his energy spent, this is all he can do. Before he loses his consciousness, he notices a figure swimming towards them, getting closer and closer, and then everything fades to black. Please, Hugo, survive this one, please. Drifting along with what feels like an endless sea, Hugo courses through the wave after wave, not knowing where he was going or caring for that matter. All he knows is that he's very, very tired. How long has it been since he had a good night rest? Ah, it's been so long. It's been so long since the last I see my son. Last choice Monday with the man behind the slaughter. Sorry. Maybe I should take that rest now. No, just remember, Hugo, do not go through the light. Never ask what that light is. I like that too much. I agree that you deserved it, but not here. Huh? 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 I'm sorry for startling you. I just wanted to see you one last time before I go. Lois? You've done so much for me and Henry. Lois! Can't thank you enough. No worries. I don't know. I want to thank you too for watching over me. And also, I want to apologize for my remarks from before. I really thought that I had things figured out once I found you, but you know how that turned out for me. Wait, Hugo and Lois know each other from before? Or am I bugging? It's alright, really. After all this time, I didn't think anyone could hear me, especially Henry. Lois. I was worried about him for a long time. He always wanted to keep me away from his personal struggles, to keep me safe from them. But I was too stubborn for my own good. Honestly, I don't regret it. Any of it. Even if I could no longer reach out to Henry. Weaved a thread back to you, or tangent connecting us once more to this very moment. For that, I am forever grateful to you, Hugo. You're welcome, Lois. From a far off distance, Hugo hears a voice crying out to him, beckoning for him to return. Well, they're waiting for you. I guess they really are, huh? Why does it look so like, huh? I guess so. Like, bro. Take care, always, Hugo. Ah, so cute. You too, Lois. Did we win? Did we win, guys? Did we win? Yeah. His eyes closed and his senses still returning. He feels the constant tug and likes of a certain bloodhound. Oh, so cute. Whining as he tries to wake up his partner, Hugo. He also hears another familiar voice, too annoyingly close for his comfort. Eyes shut open, he jerks up. Confused, Hugo looks around before he coughs up the remaining waters in his lungs. Are you alright? Cute. Noah starts to pat his back, while Kobe continues to whine over Hugo. What happened? Where's Muchimotami? He's safe, so is Nina. They're both okay. The police and ambulance should be arriving soon. Thank goodness! Isn't there more you have to say to me, instead of thank goodness? I swear you don't listen to a damn word I say. Sorry, Noah. Exhausted, he lets out a sigh. He then continues to pat Hugo's back, aggressively when someone approaches them. Nina! Detective Laurent? Oh, Nina. There's someone I want you to meet. Grandpa? Oh, damn, what he kinda... Behind her stands an elderly man. Yeah, just kidding. I'm being honest, I'm sorry. Frail in stature, he timidly looks to the side pensively as he ponders to himself. Although he's young, his youth has long faded. His eyes are what catches Hugo's attention. They're no longer piercing and vicious green, only eyes just like Nina's. Hello, Mr. Mortimer. Detective. Uy, es un abuelito. Qué bonito. Quiero un chocolatito conmigo, abuelito. I never got the chance to say goodbye to him. I always thought about it every day. What if Louis lived in this world? What if he stayed a little longer with me? It's because of the constant mindset I dragged everyone down. They kept hurting not only me but Nina especially. I was the one who kept hurting her, the one who to blame for all of this. But you, someone that I never met, still went out of your way to save me, not knowing my burdens or my faults. Thank you. Beep, 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 beep. This is so sad. Hugo reaches out to Henry and smiles brightly at him. I like his smile so much. It's my pleasure, sir. But before he lets go, Henry tugs at Hugo's hands one last time. I hope that someday you two will overcome it. Huh? Oh. What? Does Hugo have some unresolved issues? The next day, 8 a.m. 8 a.m. No way. Well, good morning, Hugo. You're bright and early. Morning. With much fervor and haste, Hugo resumes writing on his notepad. Although by closer inspection, he looks like he's going to combust any minute. Combust? What do you mean by that? Are you reading up the report? Without looking up, Hugo responds back. Yeah, for the most part. You just need to write yours too. I will. But since I haven't had breakfast yet, I don't like to eating by myself. So cute. Yum yum. Let me guess. 2 is better than 1. Bingo. Cute. Well, Hugo, you're really catching on. So cool. I'm so proud of you. Oh, shouldn't want you. I swear, if only I hadn't fallen off from the goddamn window, maybe my report would have been shorter. Do we have to do that? I'm just kidding. Like, what does he have to say in the report? I fell off the window or something, like I was grabbing to the vines, but the vines were too weak to hold my fatty. Okay, I'm sorry. Before Noah could begin to cut the bacon, he pauses at the mention of Hugo's report. Oh yeah, by the way, mind telling me what happened to the Mortimer's window? I broke it. Well, that's obvious to me. What I understand is, why is it broken? Do you know how much it costs to repair a window like that? I know, it was really dumb of me. Sorry. Besides, I told Mr. Mortimer about it before we left. Honestly, I wasn't expecting an earful from him. Real. And also the bill. Damn. And, surprisingly enough, he said it was okay. Luckily, they go, haha, lucky us, right? So what? You just call it a day after all of that? Thank you so much, Mr. Mortimer. You broke it, so you pay for it. Would you chill? Of course I'll pay for it. I wonder how much is it, because it's like a vintage window, right? But each time I kept insisting, he just shrugged it off. Said that we already went through a lot for them. So it was nothing in comparison. You know what? He's right. After all what we went through, we deserve at least a nap. Before we could walk away, he stops and sees a familiar person walking towards the storefront. Is it Nina carrying something with her? Nina! Hi, Nina! Hi, Nina! Good morning, you two. Just barely a foot through the window, a certain bloodhound stirs up from the resisting spot and makes his way towards Nina. Tail uncontrollably wagging. Cute. Good morning to you too, Colby. Que bonito. Nina scratches behind one of Colby's ears, making his right foot unconsciously move on its own, scratching an invisible but desirable spot for him. Cute. Morning, Miss Nina. Morning. What brings you here this time around? Is everything alright with your grandfather? Oh yes, he's doing pretty well actually. Even better than before. We talked so much last night, I hardly slept at all. But honestly, it's been a while since I last spoke to him so freely like that. I hardly feel tired at all. That's wonderful to hear. But there's something else I wanted to ask the both of you for. To put it bluntly, I need your help. If the two If the two aren't busy, I will like some company eating these. Inside a clear plastic bag are stacks of 2 boxes placed on top of one another. She opens the box on top and reveals the colorful array of neatly decorated donuts. All lined perfectly. No cramped or squished spaces. A work of art in Hugo's eyes. Oh yeah, because he loves donuts, right? Oh wow, so pretty. Donuts? They look so delicious. Ah, you're so cute. We're more than happy to eat this with you, Nina. There goes again with his donuts. But yes, please join us, Miss Nina. We're about to have our breakfast too. Weren't we, Kuya? Always so brazen in front of others. You do make it exceptionally easy for me. I'm so sorry. You both have such a great chemistry with each other. They do, actually, they do. I didn't want to say it, but like, yes. On second thought, I'm way too tired for this. No. I'm going to have to apologize in advance for this, Nina. But truthfully, I've been running on last night's coffee and I'm about to pass out any minute now. Oh, no worries. Honestly, I think a little break sounds like what we all need right now. Thanks. Hugo puts down his pen and proceeds to head out for the couch. Colby follows after him. Would you like to join us, Miss Nina? I would love to. Are they just gonna sleep together? I guess we save this for later then. Yes, please do. Now come on, it's nap time. Noah sighs heavily before setting down the food on his desk. He then gestures Nina towards the sofa in which she happily takes his offer and joins them. Oh my god, it's gonna be a cute artwork. Oh, it's so beautiful. Sorry. I'm getting old. This is such a cute artwork, guys. Dude is so good. I mean, you are old. Isn't he like 30? 30 is not that old. Like, motherfucker, you're 27. Shut it. This is really nice. Aw, good boy, Colby, come here. So cute. Nina quietly coos at him and begins to scratch the back of Colby's ears once more. Hugo leans a little closer to Noah. His voice, alright. Sorry, I'm not gonna say anything. Hugo leans a little closer to Noah, his voice above a whisper, but close enough for Noah to only hear him. You know, I'm glad that you came along yesterday. Oh, what's this? Are you getting chummy with me now? Call it chummy or whatever, but I really mean it. Oh, so cute. If you hadn't saved us back there. Look, I told you before. I'll be there whenever you get yourself into reckless shit. Besides, didn't you say this was nap time? Come. Oh, get some rest. You deserve it. You too. I thought he was gonna say come get her some rest, and I just said come, and that was so weird. Anyways, whatever. A calming silence fills the room as they bask under the morning glow. No big parties or celebrations. Just a big old nap. Sometimes that's all you need. You don't need like a celebration or anything, just a nap. Just each other company and sharing this small reward. Small warm of comfort. So cute. Good end. Yes! We did it, boys. We freaking did it. Case closed. So cute. What's the break room? Oh. There's more? So there's more. Oh, this is your... The logo is so cute. Why didn't I notice it before? Henry. Hi, Henry. Oda. Hi, Oda. Hi, Sasa. Hi, 04. Cute. Made originally for Spooktober 3rd annual on the 2021 Visual Novel Jam. So cool. Manuel. Wait, that's scary. Miller House. The call. Oh, this one's unlocked. So I probably missed something, right? I mean, it's a good ending. I don't know if I kind of want to. Should I have options? Kind of want to, but like, I also need to do some work. Let me see. Navigate the interface, skip style logo while hold down, control. Maybe I can do part 2 of this one because I want to see the different endings. So, it can take so I can take a screenshot of the cute. Okay. Anyways, I like to say thank you all for coming. Hold on. I like to say thank you all for coming. If you're watching this, hi. My name is Stella. Hi, hello. I really like this game, not gonna lie. Like, I think it was pretty nice. I think it was like goated. Wait a second. Anyway, sorry. I think the audio was a little small, but it's okay. A little quiet, but it's alright. You like my magnifying glasses? It's so goated. Anyways, so apparently this is what I checked. Apparently I did my schedule wrong, and I was supposed to stream yesterday, but I thought it was today. So, and I kind of forgot to make an announcement for it too. So I'm kind of dumb, but it's alright. I'm gonna try to be better, or I'm gonna try to be on time and correctly check my schedules, okay? And also, what else? I got my searchers off. I am now free from searchers, from stitches on my finger. I'm good at y'all. Anyways, it's nice to meet you all. It was nice having y'all. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye. That was what's it called? What's her name? Christine. Simply non-logical ending. Anyways, bye. I gotta go. I'll probably do a second part for this one because I kind of want to do it, but it's probably gonna be out of schedule. So probably like Saturday or something. Just to do a part 2 and yeah, whatever. Just because I want to get the other endings, okay? And it's probably gonna be like 30 minutes. I don't know how many endings there are. I didn't even do my research, so I gotta